my 27th week today, which also means that it is third trimester. I'm in my third trimester, and everything seems good. I have been feeling okay, been sleeping okay. I know that I wake up a lot during the night to, I've gotten a handle on the peeing so much. I stopped drinking so much fluid so late at night, and I only pee a couple times that I remember. But it's mostly positional, like trying not to sleep on my belly, trying to get my knee at a particular place where it feels comfortable. It's just, a lot has been sacrificed in the way of comfort in bed, but I think I'm handling it well so far, considering that it's only my 27th week and that I have 13 more weeks to go till I'm 40 weeks anyway. I mean, baby can come anytime after 36. That's cool. It's been really comfy. Otherwise, I get dizzy every now and then again. I assume I still have the low blood pressure. I haven't had it taken since my last midwife appointment. But I do every once in a while need to go lay down, and then I'm fine. It takes about 5 minutes for me to gather myself, and then I'm okay. I've been drinking lots and lots of water. Been staying very, very hydrated. I've been taking my emergency vitamin C supplement drink, and it's been very tasty, and I'm trying really hard not to get sick, even though everyone around me is getting sick. Gonna try to stay healthy. I am also taking red raspberry leaf tea. I do that a couple times a day. I was looking for a tea that I could drink that was not caffeinated. I had been drinking a couple of glasses of black tea a day, only to the limit that I thought, because if they say that you can have a couple of glasses of tea a day, or one big cup of coffee a day, but I just have a couple of glasses of black tea a day, and that's the kind of caffeine that I need. That's all I need. But then I still wanted tea. I mean, it's fall, it's autumn right now. I want a warm mug of something in my hand, so I actually really like the red raspberry leaf tea. It tastes like a weaker black tea, and it has sort of like a little bit of a woody flavor to it. I feel like it kind of tastes a little bit like a campfire, and I just add a little honey to it, and it's really tasty, and I like it. The thing about red raspberry leaf tea, they say, is that it is meant to tone and condition the uterus, that a woman can take it at any point in time to tone and condition her uterus, and they say it will manage your periods, it will make your menstrual cycle a little more manageable, it'll be more regular, it'll be less of a flow, and a lot of people use it to control their cramping and their pain during their cycle. Pregnant women will drink it throughout their pregnancy. Mostly, a lot of people say they do it in their third trimester or like their second half of the pregnancy, because there's this thing people say that it causes miscarriage. I've been told that that's not true, but people are still saying that it is true. Anyway, I'm 27 weeks and I'm drinking it and I like it. And if you drink it once or twice or maybe even 3 times a day in your third trimester, and then you'll brew a really strong pint of it, like an ounce of the red raspberry leaf tea to a pint, as soon as you realize you're going into labor, and then drink that, they say that your labor goes like magic and the baby just pops right out. I don't know. I mean, I know that I looked at the reviews on Amazon, and everybody who was on there that said that they took it during their pregnancy said, it was over and over. They said the same thing. Well, it could have been the tea, or it could have been luck of the draw, but my pregnancy was awesome and I drank this stuff. Over and over again. Oh, it could have been the tea. I don't know. It might not have been the tea, but I had really awesome labor and the baby came out in 4 hours. So, I mean, it's worth a shot and I like it and it's tasty and I need a non-caffeinated tea to drink. And I have it, and I like it. And this is the Yogi brand. And with the Yogi brand, it comes with a little tea thing that says sort of a affirmation. Every tea bag has a little affirmation attached to it. This one says, I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am blissful. I'm also taking calcium, magnesium for muscle tone again, and calcium for my bones because it's not uncommon for pregnant women to develop a slight osteopenia or some sort of bone demineralization while they are pregnant. For whatever reason I didn't look up, but I know it's true. And it also has zinc. It's calcium, magnesium, and zinc. And this is the Trader Joe's brand. I don't know. But zinc is good for your immune system, as well as the C. So I got the vitamin C, and I got the zinc, and I got vitamin D3, which is also good for my bones, but my midwife wanted me to take in order to supplement my immune system, again. And I take 2 of these a day. And they're 2,000 IU, so I take about 4,000 IU of vitamin D a day. And my prenatal multi plus DHA by Nature Made. So I take 1 of these, 2 of these, 1 of these a day. And I'm going to start taking, I mean, this is like my day 3 or 4 of taking Emergency. I'm going to drink an Emergency a day, and I don't know how many of these I'm going to take a day. I love it. I guess it depends on how much tea I want. I'm feeling really good today. I've just been super emotional and a little anxious. I've been having anxiety dreams where people are chasing me, or I had a dream recently where I couldn't breastfeed a child. I don't know that the child was mine in the dream, but I had a hard time breastfeeding the child. And it's just really daunting, the task set before me. I have been a wild child for a few years now, at least. I mean, oh my gosh, since forever, but the last few years have been really off the hook. And now it's just kind of like I put on the brakes, and I just can't believe that I have been sober for as long as I have been. I don't do sober. I'm not sober. I'm not a sober person. I don't do a lot of drugs, but I'm definitely a drinker, and I haven't been, obviously. I mean, I've been stone cold sober. I don't even like the smell of alcohol or beer. I can't do it. I can't have that one glass of wine that they say that you could have, or some people even say you should have. I just can't. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. I don't want it. But it's just really amazing that this is happening. I mean, this is happening. This is not a drill. We have a crib. We have 2 cribs, actually. We have 2 cribs. We have clothes. We have diapers. We have breastfeeding pillow. We have everything, almost everything we need so far. I'll get to that later. But I'm just, if it didn't sink in fully before, it's really sinking in now. And I don't want to speak for my husband, but I think it's also really settling in for him too. It's pretty creepy. Awesome, but creepy. Yeah, that dream about the baby that I was unable to breastfeed, I think that might have something to do with, I used to have nipple piercings, and my body didn't take them. They rejected them. So I pierced my nipples both once, and my body rejected them, so I took them out, they healed up. I wanted to try it again. I really wanted those nipple piercings. I pierced them again, and they didn't heal. So I decided that I was going to take them out, and then I'll do it one at a time. I'll do them one at a time. And I pierced this one, and it still didn't heal. So this one's been pierced twice, 2 separate occasions, and this one's been pierced 3 times. Well, when this one was pierced the 3rd time, it actually left a lot of scar tissue. And I'm concerned about the milk ducts in this nipple. And I mean, I know that it's a real concern. I know that it's an actual thing that actually happens where women will have a hard time with the milk flow in one breast just because of a past piercing, like some scar tissue. So there's the anxiety about that. I spoke to one woman online who had the same thing happen, and there was a difference between the milk flow in one breast for her child and the other one. But it was okay because the one that didn't have the scar tissue was letting down too fast at one point for her child. And so the other one actually came in handy for her child. So the baby didn't choke on all the letdown that she couldn't handle. So that was pretty cool, because now she says the baby just knows the difference and doesn't really mind and will breastfeed from both of them. It is the end of October. It is the last week of October right now, so Thursday is Halloween, and this past weekend was party weekend. This last weekend was the weekend that everybody parties for Halloween, and all the costume parties and all the everything that goes with it. Critical Mass, the big giant huge bike ride that happens every month here in Chicago. This was the Halloween Critical Mass last Friday, and I didn't get to go on it, and I felt left out of parties and was thinking too much about how this is going to affect me being a mom, being a parent, and how it's going to affect my social life with my friends, because I'm not the only drinker. I mean, I have like so many of my friends, almost all of my friends, are drinkers. They ride bikes and to all hours of the night. They have these parties that last all night long, and when you go out with them and decide you're going to have plans with them, it's usually to go to a bar. It's just, I'm beginning to realize that these holiday weekends are going to be on the back burner for a while. For a couple years, they're just going to be something that I used to do and can do again, maybe one day, but not anytime soon. And that was hard for me this weekend. I was in a place where I was at a gathering where people around me were getting progressively drunker and doing things that didn't include me, And I went home and I felt really dejected and I felt really out of place there. But this is 1 year out of my life. Next year will be different. I mean, I don't know how it'll be different. I'll have a baby, but this is just 1 year out of my life. And we'll see. My husband and I have been talking about names. We've been talking about names. When we thought we might be having a girl, we had a million names that we liked. We just really were digging on the girl names. But now that we know that we're having a boy, it's difficult. It's really difficult. We have a couple of maybe names, but it took a long time to get to those. I'd like to have a few, and I don't even mind all that much if it takes until after the baby is born for us to decide on a name. I just want a short list. I just want a short list of a few names, and it's been kind of hard for us to figure those few names out. I am really missing riding my bike. It started to get to the point where I can't even ride my bike to the grocery store. It's uncomfortable and I can't do it. And that was really annoying to me on Sunday when I decided I was going to a meetup.com group. It was a home birthers of Chicago meetup on the meetup.com website. And it was just a 15-20 minute bike ride. Just 20-minute bike ride north of me, but I had to get on the train to get there. And that was really obnoxious. I didn't want to have to do that. But I don't know, it just feels lazy. It feels wasteful. I'm spending money to go somewhere. I could just get on my bike and go, but I can't do that anymore. Not for a little while. I really, really miss my bike. So I was on the platform of the train, waiting for the train to come, and that was when I realized that strangers are starting to notice that I'm pregnant. I mean, they might have noticed before, but now they feel comfortable with approaching me. There was this guy on the platform as the train pulled up. He said, "So when is your baby due?" And I told him, "Oh, he's due in January." And he said, "Oh, so you're having a boy?" I said, Yes, I'm having a boy." And he said, "Oh, I have 4 of them." And I laughed and I said, "Oh, were you hoping to have a girl one of those times?" And he said, "Oh, I've got 4 of those too." So this guy has 8 kids. So he proceeds, we sit on the train and he proceeds to tell me about how he had 4 in his 20s and another 2 in his 30s and another 2 when he was 40 and 41. This man's been busy. But he was interesting. I mean, you meet some interesting people on the train, but other people you just don't want to make eye contact with. So I went to the home birth group, and it was really cool. It was a circle of people, and we were talking about how to prepare your home for home birth, and all the different, because there was about 5 doulas there present, and they were talking about the things that come in handy, the things you want to have on hand, how you want your rooms prepared, and the people you do want to have present and the people you don't want to have present, things to think about, activities, all sorts of stuff. That was really helpful, and I enjoyed it very much, and I'm going again in November. They do it every month. So I'm glad to have found that group. I also, this past week, have set up birth classes for me and my husband, birthing classes. And I was trying really hard to try to find a class that hadn't started yet, that was on only the couple days of the week that we can make it, that hadn't started yet, but that doesn't end after or anywhere near my actual due date. And I was running into brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. And I felt like such a jerk because my midwife and my husband had been on me for weeks to just get it done, get those classes. And I swear I'd been researching and I couldn't find anything on the couple of days, like the little time slots that we had where we could both be there at the same time, and I wasn't finding anything. But then all of a sudden I started to do some research and they were everywhere. They just weren't available. They were either full or they'd already started like last week, and it was just really frustrating. So I put out some feelers on a Facebook group, and somebody told me that they are, well, long story short, didn't find anything, except I did find a woman whose third child was delivered by my midwife, and the same midwife, and she's very nice and was really excited that I was doing a home birth, and she's a hypnobirthing teacher, which is something I've really been looking into. Hypnobirthing is cool, and it sounds like it's totally up my alley because I'm a huge hippie. But she didn't have any classes that worked with our schedule, so we hired her on as a personal, like a home teacher. Like a private teacher. We signed up for private lessons, which sounds really lavish and super fancy and not at all, I don't know. I mean, I know, okay, I have a friend, and I have this friend's voice in my head right now, and this friend's voice in my head right now is saying, you deserve it, it's not too good for you. But it feels too good. It feels, private classes? Come on. Who does that? I don't do that. We don't get private classes. But we are digging deep into our pockets to be able to afford this woman coming to our home 5 times with the CDs and the books and the... You should look up hypnobirthing. It's a really interesting idea where you can hypnotize yourself while you're in labor, and there's videos about it on YouTube of you can watch women's hypnobirth experience, and it's really cool. I'm just blown away. I still can't believe that we're going to do that. But if this is the only time in my life that I ever am pregnant, that I ever get to deliver a child, then I guess it's worth it. So we're going to have this person coming to our home this weekend for the first class, and my apartment is coming together, but it's still a mess. I'm still doing the whole nesting thing slowly but surely, and I really better ramp it up because I hear that the 3rd trimester you start to drag again and your energy starts to wane. So a lot of it is organized the way I want it. A lot of it isn't. My husband and I went and we looked at fabric for curtains for our front room. We only have the blinds that came with the apartment right now, but we want curtains. We want it to be really homey because we might stay here an extra year than we thought we would. Even though this place is really, really loud, being right over a busy street, we might be staying here longer than we thought we would. So we really want to nest in here, feel comfy, enjoy our time here. And maybe when the hypnobirthing teacher comes here and my midwife eventually visits us here at home, it won't look like wild animals live here. That would be awesome. But just generally, this week I've been feeling, besides the anxiety, I've been feeling, and the anxiety is totally, it's normal, and I know that it's normal, I just wish it wasn't there. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I always am so grateful. I'm just really grateful for being where I am and having the friends that I have and the husband I have, and we have so much of what we need. Oh, that's another thing. We are having a party, a shower, 2 weeks from, well, next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. And I feel totally greedy trying to make a registry because I have the things that I need. I'm missing a few items, basic items for my home birth, like I need extra towels, things like that, mundane items. But I have diapers, I have 2 cribs, I have the breastfeeding pillow, I have a snowsuit, I have a car seat, I have a pack and play, I have all of these things that I need, and I think that it's awesome that I'm surrounded by a community of women who have these things and are willing to share, who want me to have these things. And they say to me, you know, don't feel too grateful because I'm just pushing my stuff off on you. I want it out of my house. I don't need it anymore. I'm just trying to get rid of my junk and I'm giving it to you. But it's not junk. This stuff is not junk. I mean, this is a My Breast Friend pillow. And this is not junk. I mean, it's still got its little plastic casing on it. And like, you put it around your waist and your baby sits here and you breastfeed your baby. And this is awesome. And like my friends who have older kids gave me their littler diapers. Like this is a diaper cover that a friend gave me. I mean, and these are good. This is a good brand. This is a Thirsties brand diaper cover. And my friend made this for her son. I believe she made it. I'm quite certain she made it. And it's got little dinosaurs on it, and it's adorable. And my mom bought me some Alva baby diaper covers. Actually, this is a pocket. This is a pocket diaper. And it's got little animals on it. And it's really adorable. And this is a fitted diaper that my friend gave me. A Baby Kicks organic diaper. And this goes under the covers. So this is the absorbent and this is the waterproof. And it's got the little snaps. The snaps where you fit it to size. And this is awesome. There's a trading post on Facebook in my neighborhood of moms who want to trade items or sell items that have to do with kids. And a friend of mine was selling this. It's an Oshkosh overalls with a matching polo onesie. I love this color. This is my favorite color. I had to have this. I went to her home and I paid her $5 for this. $5 for this. And everything else, I got a big, oh my God, a huge, gigantic pile of maternity clothes for free. This woman was giving it away. I went to her home, I picked it up off her porch, and I went back home and I went through all of these things. This is a breastfeeding tank top that I'm wearing right now. Like this will come down and this will pop up. And this was in there. These jeans are maternity jeans that were in there. And there were too many clothes in there. I had to go back on the trading post and tell the other person who wanted them, you know, I have enough. Let me give you the rest of what I try not to take all the good stuff and give you all the junk, but I shared. I had to share. It was too much. I'm just surrounded by so much, just so much. My mind is blown. My mind is blown. It's awesome. So, well, this is my belly. 27 weeks today. And always feeling very full of baby. I really my line is starting to get darker, just a little darker. I always feel this sort of a bruisey feeling on this side, and baby usually kicks me around here. And when I'm on my back, this side is higher. I think his back is here. And when I went to the midwife last, his head was down here. He was already down. And I think his back is here. And his feet kick me and his knees knee me over here. I know that I told my husband that he needed to try to hear the heartbeat, because they say that you can put, at this point in time, you can put your ear to the belly and maybe hear the heartbeat. So he put his head on my tummy right here, and he started to get all wiggled underneath. And I can only imagine what that was like, having your face on a belly that just starts to move of its own accord. But we couldn't hear it. We couldn't hear it. He couldn't hear it with his ear, but we both heard it with a regular stethoscope. Not even a fetoscope, but a regular stethoscope, which was really heavy for us because we'd only heard it before with the little dingy, the machine, the heartbeat monitor thing. What's it called? Shoot, I lose my words. Anyway, and it sounds like a pew, 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 pew. It sounds like a laser gun. It doesn't even sound like a heartbeat. It sounds like a machine, a mechanical noise. But to put the stethoscope to my belly and then hear the boom, 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 that what it actually sounds like is a real heartbeat. So that was really different for us. But I don't think that there's anything else. I think that's week 27. This is the third trimester. I'm really excited. I'm so happy that I made it through the second trimester, and now it's fall and it's autumn, and I know that my last video update on the 25th week was really glum because of the weather. I don't know, I'm just feeling really optimistic right now. The sun is shining. I'm feeling okay about stuff. Except for the little bit of anxiety I get every once in a while. But anyway, that was that. I'll see you next time I update. Bye.